senior members of the Ways and Means Committee, and I'm going to ask Jim McDermott from Washington to make a few remarks.
Thank you very much, Peter, for putting this bill in. It is time for economic justice in this country. With 10% unemployed and 2.4 million people who have lost their houses in the last couple of years, you have to ask yourself, how did this happen? Now, the bankers brought the house down. Then they came running to Washington and asked for a bailout. And we gave them $700 billion to stabilize the banking system in this country. Now, how do you think they responded to that? You've got to remember that executives in this banking industry get 300 times the average salary in America today of $70,000. The top 500 CEOs in this country average $10 million apiece. And the bailout bankers get 400 times the average salary of a worker in this country. These are the people that we bailed out. Now, our bill taxes banks, as you heard, on bonuses above $50,000 and puts that money into an account to lend to small business. Small businesses are dying in all our districts because they go to the banks and the banks say, well, we're not loaning because you don't look stable enough for us. And they are strangling, those bankers are strangling small business today. And it is time for them to get the message that the money that we put into the banking industry was not to line their pockets. It was to stabilize the economy and put this country back on its feet. And without this kind of pressure, they don't seem to get the message that people are angry about the fact that they brought the house down and then they're getting away with it. You don't see any of them going to prison. You don't see anything. All you see is, in about a couple of weeks, are going to come out the bonus checks. And everybody's going to say, oh, ain't that awful? Well, this is the way to fix it. They ought to get the message from this bill that if they do that, they are going to pay for it. And I commend Peter for putting this bill forward.